we finally decided to move, and now we're like feeling the anxiety of moving because we've already kind of established our home here in Jaipur and we feel good. We've met some people. We know where we'd like to go. We're comfortable, right? That's the problem. We are comfortable. So now that we're getting ready to move to Udaipur in maybe like a week or 2 weeks, we're feeling a little bit like, what do we do? We have so many things that we have to go do and see and all this stuff. So we're like, more than me, Pooja is feeling very anxious. And it's something that we felt quite a lot because like in the last 3 years, I think we've probably lived in like 7 different places. Like we move like so often, like every 6 months or something, we've been moving 6, 7 months. So it's been like really, really tough for us because just like constantly moving, and you start to make a home base and you make your friends, like I said, and then you have to leave immediately. And it's like, you have to start all over with everything again, just like getting comfortable, figuring out where to go, where to buy things, how to buy things. Like there's so much that's involved with moving, like going to a new place. The moving aspect I've really figured out because like I said yesterday, only one bag, we carry one bag and that's it. We're gonna shove it full. That's all I'm carrying, one big trekking bag, and that's it. I don't want to carry around a bunch of extra stuff. We did that in the past, like when we were living in Kathmandu, we had a house and we had so many books, like hundreds of books and furniture and all this stuff. And when we had to move down to Lumbini area, like we had to get rid of it all. And we're like, oh my God, what do we do with it? And we had to give it to friends and put it at Pooja's house. So it was like super difficult. So figured out the moving, don't do that anymore. But it's going to a new place and then like getting comfortable again and like figuring out what to do, where to go. And it's just like, So Pooja's already made like our list of stuff to do. She's like, we need to go to these restaurants and we need to go see these people and we have to tell our friends that we're leaving. And then there's 2 other places, like we still haven't gone to City Palace here in Jaipur yet. So she's like, we have to go to City Palace and we have to go to the one fort again, or Jaigarh Fort, I think is what it's called. We have to go to Jaigarh Fort. We haven't been there, so we need to go. And so now she's like frantically making plans and like trying to figure out what we're gonna do. So it's a little bit anxious. It makes you really anxious, like moving all the time and trying to figure it out. So I don't know, have you guys had this? Do you guys move around a lot? We probably move way too much and it's a little bit frustrating, but how do you guys feel like when you're moving? How do you handle it? How do you handle the anxiety, or how do you like plan again? Like I've mentioned, when we first were coming here to Jaipur, like trying to figure out the ins and outs of everything, just because there's not a lot of information like online. We've had to kind of like learn by fire, learn by trial, and we've like really messed up a bunch, like just made a bunch of mistakes because we had no idea what we were supposed to be doing. So I'm sure Udaipur will be a little bit the same, really by trial, but we've kind of figured out the whole Indian Rajasthani kind of lifestyle. So hopefully that will really help us and get through all these kind of road bumps, boom, boom, boom. So we will see, but we decided maybe 2 weeks from now, I think we will be going. And then Udaipur is in Rajasthan, not too far away from Jaipur. Every place here I've noticed in Rajasthan has like a pur at the end. Udaipur, Jodhpur, Jaipur, like everything. So we're going to another pur in Rajasthan, but it's a smaller city. It has lakes, so it really reminds us of like how Pokhara was, which we're really excited about. And the place that we're kind of looking at is like 2 minutes away from the lake, actually. So we'll be able to walk down there and see that. And then along the lake's edge, there's a bunch of like forts or like palaces that we can go visit and see. And then Pooja's already planned for like 20 different cafes. Luckily, she's on Instagram, so she constantly gets ads and all this stuff for cafes and everything. So she's been bookmarking them, making a list. She's like all ready for it. But Udaipur should be quieter, should be cleaner. It's definitely cooler, like temperature wise. I was looking, it was like 89, it was like 90 here yesterday, and it was like 81 in Udaipur. So like, thankfully it'll be much cooler. The apartment as well that we're getting should be a little bit bigger. Maybe we'll have our own kitchen, which is nice. Right now we just cook on like a slab, like a marble slab in the same room, because it's just a hotel room, which kind of sucks. So bigger place, nicer place, hopefully. No TV though, no TV. So I don't know what I'm gonna watch at nighttime. I always watch Archer before I go to bed, which everyone needs Archer in their life. So don't know what I'm gonna do about that, but hopefully better sleep and everything. And then I think we'll be on a quieter road. We won't be next to a train, every night that goes off and shakes the house. So there's a lot of positives about it, not just us feeling like anxious and worried and everything. So I'm pretty excited. It took me a while to convince Pooja that we should move. The apartment is also cheaper, which is another plus. Bigger, nicer, and cheaper. So you can't really complain about that. So yeah, if any of you guys live in Udaipur, please give us some ideas where to go, what to see, what to do. If you've been there, same thing, just give us some help. We want to know what's good there and where we should go. We're really big foodies. We've been looking for like Korean food. So if you know about Korean food there or like sushi, let us know about that. So yeah, that's really it for today. I've been struggling to make these videos actually because like I'm getting close to the 100 and I'm like, it's getting more and more difficult to come up with new ideas and everything and trying to figure it out. And by the way, I'm in my new YouTube studio. Woo! It's raining outside, so I couldn't go to the roof like usual. But there's a nice big hall here. The lighting is horrible. Hopefully throughout the video, it's okay. I don't know, but the train is actually passing, so I think I'll end there. As always, thank you so much, and I'll see you later. Bye.